My name is Shana. I am 34 years old and I am currently an owner of a small Mexican restaurant called Lupe's. It is not far from you guys there in Flushing. It is between Flushing, Swartz Creek, and Flint. Some qualifications that you would need to have a job position like mine would be: first, you need to figure out what your passion is. If you're going to do clothing, if you're going to do food, if you're going to be in the service industry altogether. Once you figure out what lane or avenue you want to take, then you start building your ideas. And then from there, you start going your legal route of figuring out exactly what you need license-wise. You need to find a building if you're going to do brick and mortar. Brick and mortar is actual store. Brick and mortar. If not that, if you're going to do like online, if you're going to do Etsy, after you get through all that and you have all your ideas in place, then you start taking the route of getting information as far as getting your business started. Qualifications for my part, I would say you would have to be at least a little bit business savvy. You cannot walk into the business thinking everything can be done on a handshake. You do need to be smart about your business deals. Not everyone is as honest as maybe you are. Another qualification you would need is you need to be smart with your finances. So I would definitely take as many courses as you can to help with that. Another good thing is to be tech savvy. We are kind of stuck in the dinosaur era with what we've been doing as far as when we take our orders and stuff. It would be nice to have something a little more high tech to use. That is definitely a route that we do need to take, that I do suggest everyone does take, because it helps you a lot as far as your business. Other than that, people person. If you are trying to be a business owner, you need to be a people person. You need to have a people person personality. You need to be open to talking to people. That is huge. Your business really depends on who you are, and people, a lot of time, they'll buy your product because of you. As far as training to be completed for this career, honestly, it would be ideal to have a business degree under your belt, to have some math courses under your belt, to have any type of business course under your belt. But sometimes you can just go right for it, and you honestly can do it without completing any courses. It is the best route to take, so that way you know exactly what you are doing, but it isn't absolutely 100% necessary. I myself did not graduate from college. I'm not saying that's a route you should take, but it is feasible to be able to accomplish and achieve, even if you are not able to accomplish your original goal. So I don't want anybody to be frustrated, but I do wish that I was able to take more courses and things to help me along the way. I think it would help me a lot. Fortunately, I've been surrounded by people who are more than willing to help me and guide me along. So that has helped me out a lot. I just wish I would have known more myself. But yes, so don't get frustrated. If you're wanting to be a business owner and schooling is very hard for you, you can do it. You can. So a typical day in the job of a business owner would be yielding phone calls all day pertaining to the business. You have to go in and check inventory. You have to check in with employees. You have to make sure that everything is in line to work. Your space is okay. You have to make sure that your bankroll's up and ready. You have to make sure employees are paid. Everybody, especially right now with COVID, that everybody is up to code. You have to make sure everything health-wise in my line for as far as food and everything has to be up to code. You have to make sure everybody's safe. In a typical day, you have to make sure everything's ran smoothly. You have to make sure people and customers are happy. Your staff is happy or somewhat happy in some of our cases. You have to try to work around each other. Sometimes you have to play like a referee for certain people. There's just a lot that goes on between opening and closing. As an owner, a lot of times they open and close. You know, you just have to balance a lot. People needing or wanting time off, people that have other, you know, things planned, having to put people in other positions, scheduling, all that. So daily you will deal with things nonstop. But as the owner, like I've said before, you're selling yourself, you're selling your name. And if you honestly want yourself to be successful and people to know that it was you and your brand, you want to be hands-on and you want to be there. So the career path that led me to the decision that I am at today was my family has always been involved in the restaurant business, and it was kind of natural for me to follow along the line. My parents did open their first restaurant in 2005 when I graduated, which I graduated from Flushing. Go Raiders. And I will say that I worked in the business as a server, but also along with helping with everything, prep and cooking and cleaning and, you know, little stuff here and there as far as cooking and cleaning. I mainly did a lot of prep stuff. And it kind of became just part of me. And then once my parents had closed their place, my oldest was young and he was sick a lot. And I could not have a regular job where I would have to miss out and not be able to be with him. So it kind of pushed me into being like, okay, I'm going to do this. Like, we know what we're doing. I'm going to do this. So then we opened as Lupe's. My grandmother had passed away in that time of us being closed, so we named it after her. And it's just, this is where we've been at. So it's in our family, and it's just been a thing that has been around a long time, so we just continued with it. So that's kind of like the path that we took, and I really don't know what else I would be doing.